Good morning, gamers. Welcome to Xbox Beyond the Box. I'm your host, Dragon Dust. Gamers, I hope y'all are having a fantastic Saturday morning. I know I am. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for all the love and support that you show the channel each and every day. We really appreciate it. All those positive comments have really caused us to push harder to make a better channel for y'all. But with that being said there, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Now, I know many of you gotta be going, hey Dragon, what are we talking about today? Well, to be perfectly honest, we're back on this Xbox Game Pass subject. Now, I kind of thought, it would be a good news thing. It hits, we talk about it, everybody kind of talks about it for about a week, and then we move on. But apparently, this has caused a lot of controversy among other gamers. And I'm trying to understand it all. I really am. Because I'm trying to look at it from everybody's point of view, and it's really stressing me out. It caused a little bit of depression yesterday. I had to take the day off, spend time with my wife, play Gears of War, and kind of refocus my mind a little bit. But here I am back to talk about it, and one of the things I got to look at is, it does affect retailers in a way. And I heard that a couple of retailers, one down in Australia that I know for sure, basically said they're going to quit selling the Xbox consoles, and I don't know what the hell for. It ain't like it's affecting their business that much. According to Sony fans, Xbox has no games, so what's the big deal if Xbox puts all their games online? The next thing is that some people are basically going off on this tantrum that this is the end of the console market for Xbox, even though they've invested in the Xbox One X, even though we've heard talk that there's going to be another Xbox coming out in 2020, I think. And yet people are flipping out. They're not even giving this a chance. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out why you would even lose your mind over this, especially before giving it a chance. Now, I do see it as a good thing. It is so hard for me to afford exclusives every time they come out, or even a new game when it comes out. I mean, we're talking $65, $70 a pop. And a lot of times, even if it is an exclusive, you never know if you're getting a terrible game or not. Because I've seen people put out good reviews over bad games, just simply on the name. The WWE series is a classic sign of this. I've seen people talk like WWE 2016 was supposed to be so great, and it wasn't. It was shit in a box. WWE 2K17, which I haven't played yet, but fortunately, get that on Xbox Game Pass. I'm going to actually play it, see how good it is. And then of course WWE 2K18, and so on. People brag games up, usually for views. We've seen it a lot. Not everybody, but we do have some people who will talk good about any game, even if it's crap in a box. And I will make the mistake of, I've listened to this person, I'm going out and getting this game, and it turns out to be shit. But with the opportunity to have games showing up on Xbox Game Pass on launch date with their Xbox exclusives, and who knows, maybe third-party publishers will be doing the same thing. Games like Mass Effect and stuff like that, when they hit both PlayStation and Xbox could actually get a chance to have those games played first right there. And I know people are going to be like, oh, no, Dragon, no. Xbox is trying to end the console market again by doing that. Well, man, I mean, everything comes with change. And I don't see them ending the console market. I mean, it makes money for them. You don't suddenly jump out and say, wow, it's making money for me, shut it down. No, I mean, it's just kind of stupid, altogether a moronic way of thinking, let's face it, the console market has been good to Xbox, even though, the original Xbox kind of failed a lot, failed really bad even. But, when we look at things in long term, 360 was a success, Xbox One kind of a failure, Xbox One X, Xbox One S, God only knows how many more Xboxes we will see, down the road. But, the console market is still alive and well, and what Microsoft is doing is giving people a chance to play before they pay. And I think that's a great thing. I mean, let's face it, sometimes they're doing it with, the free-to-play days. And I wish they'd start doing more of that. Because I really was on the fence about getting Fallout 4. And I got to play that. And it turned out to be a really great game. I do plan to get it down the road. Had I gotten a chance to play it for like 3 or 4 days, I would have really definitely purchased it, within a week of it coming out. But unfortunately, I was kind of on the fence. I seen both good and bad reviews on it, and left me in a lot of confusion. I think by doing this, it's going to, with the Xbox Game Pass deal, it's going to let people make the decision. Do I want to play this? And even if they only want to play it for a couple of weeks, I mean, they've already paid their $10 for that month. Have at it. And it seems like it's going to be a great thing. Now, the only thing that's really worrying me about Game Pass, and as it changes, is because everybody's referring to it. Oh, it's the Netflix of gaming. It's the Netflix of gaming. Well, Netflix has slowly risen their price, and I'm kind of worried about that with Xbox Game Pass, that we're going to see an increase in price from $10 a month to all the way up to $15, even $20 a month. Because I mean, the more stuff we get, you've got to kind of think that Microsoft's going to be leaning in that direction of, we need to raise the price, make more revenue. Because I mean, let's face it, as much flack as I've given EA, at the end of the day, a company is all about making money. That's their big deal. I mean, you don't build $1 billion company up only to say, no, I'm not going to make any more money. You constantly improve the way you make profits. You also have to please investors and pay out there, and you have to grow the company, pay more employees. So you're going to squeeze every dime out of the consumer that you can. That's just the way the business model works. But with that being said, excuse me. With that being said, got to look at long term, how does this affect the console industry? Well, I see it as actually being a good thing. I mean, the games are still going to sell, let's face it. If you like a game, it's going to sell. And what Microsoft's doing is, if a developer decides that, this is the way it's going to go, they have to put out a great game. They can no longer, put out crappy games like the WWE and other companies, who seem to think, oh, well, the Madden series would be one, or Battlefront, or Battlefield. These are all games that kind of set on their morals and said, well, we can put it out because they have to play it. They have to buy it in order to play it. That's the way it works. But if you get a chance to play something before you buy it, then you can, within a couple hours, you can go, well, it sucks. I didn't buy it. Thank God I didn't spend 60, 70, 80, 100 bucks on this game. I can move on. And that's going to force companies to stand back and go, oh man, if we don't do a great game on launch day, if we don't start producing quality stuff, then we're screwed. And it's going to force developers into a position of, hey, we've got to do this in order to survive the console wars and the gaming market, excuse me. But with that being said, gamers, I really want to hear your thoughts on this subject. Do you like Xbox Game Pass? I mean, is this the way you want to see the gaming industry evolve? Or are you one of those that's totally against the Game Pass idea of exclusives on launch? If so, tell me in the comments below and tell me why exactly you're against it. I'm more than happy to listen to the comments. Just be a professional about it. Don't come off with a lot of hate and stuff, because I mean, we're not here to hate one way or the other. We're here to open our minds and listen to both sides of the argument and hopefully get an understanding from both sides. No name calling or anything like that, people. I mean, we're gamers. This is what we do. This is what we live for. We live to play the adventures. And, rather than names and hate and stuff like that, let's come together with a lot of positive feedback and try to understand both sides of the argument and both sides of the point of view. That way we can all come to, I know we're not all going to get along. I mean, let's face it, put 4 human beings in a room and have 6 different opinions. It's just the way human nature is. But, I'm trying to eliminate the hate, out of the gaming conversation. Because, I mean, we shouldn't be hating on each other just simply for the fact that there's a new feature on a new console. Or hell, even that there's a new console. We should all be about the games and not about the console wars or about, Game Pass or anything like that. But, gamers, once again, just leave a comment in the comment section below. I've been your host, Dragon Dust. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've really enjoyed making it for y'all. I really feel like, this may be a little bit more of a positive step in the progress of Game Pass and understanding it. With that being said, gamers, I wish you all a really happy Saturday. And most of all, gamers, I want you all to stay awesome. And I'm out of here.